Today, I want to talk about something crucial that's often overlooked: the hidden impact of hardships on our relationships with our children. Life throws challenges at us: stress, financial struggles, health issues. These hardships don't just affect us, they ripple through our families, especially impacting our kids. You might be wondering how? Well, research in epigenetic psychology reveals something fascinating. When we face tough times, it can actually alter the way our genes express themselves. This isn't just science fiction, it's real and happening within us. Now, here's the kicker. These changes can be passed down to our children. Think of it as a genetic echo of our experiences. Kids are incredibly perceptive. They pick up on our stress, our fears, and even our unspoken anxieties. But it's not all doom and gloom. Understanding this can empower us to make positive changes. By being aware of our own struggles and seeking support when needed, we can break the cycle. Strong parent-child relationships are built on trust, communication, and love. During tough times, these foundations are more important than ever. Take time to talk with your kids. Share your feelings and encourage them to share theirs. Be honest but reassuring. Remember, it's okay to seek help. Therapy, support groups, or just talking to a friend can make a huge difference. When we take care of ourselves, we take better care of our children. Hardships can test us, but they can also strengthen the bonds we share with our kids. Show them that no matter what life throws at you, love and resilience will always prevail. How to overcome resentment and emotional resistance. Resentment, particularly toward the traits and patterns we inherit from our parents or caregivers, can weigh heavily on our hearts and minds. This resentment often comes from feeling as though we've been burdened by qualities or behaviors we didn't choose, or by a cycle of emotional struggles that seem out of our control. But the good news is that resentment doesn't have to define us. It can be healed, transformed, and released with conscious effort and deep understanding. Let's take a closer glance to understand the roots of resentment. Resentment often arises when we recognize unwanted patterns or behaviors, especially those that mirror our parents' or family members' traits, repeating in our own lives. For example, if your parents struggled with addiction or financial instability, you may find yourself facing similar challenges, even though you deeply wish to break the cycle. When we inherit these emotional and behavioral traits, it can lead to feelings of frustration and anger, especially if we feel trapped in a pattern we didn't consciously choose. So, the first key step is to ask yourself, what patterns from my parents or family members am I repeating in my own life? Which traits or behaviors do I resent in myself and wish to obliterate? Am I holding on to anger or bitterness towards someone for things I can't change? By identifying the patterns and traits that cause resentment, we gain clarity on what we need to heal. Overcoming resentment by understanding and healing. Resentment is often fueled by a fear of repeating the same mistakes or by a lack of understanding. When we don't fully understand the root of our fears or the behavior of others, we often react with resentment or contempt. The key here is to understand before reacting. Understand the source of the resentment. To dissolve resentment, we need to gain insight into why we feel the way we do. If we feel resentment towards a parent for traits we inherited, it may stem from a fear of becoming like them or a belief that we are doomed to repeat their struggles. Understanding that the patterns are learned behaviors and not our inherent destiny is empowering. This realization allows us to detach from the fear and choose a new path. What emotional needs were unmet in my family growing up? What lessons or traumas did I inherit from my parents? How can I create new, healthier patterns for myself and my future generations? Acknowledge and accept your emotions. Instead of avoiding or suppressing feelings of resentment, we need to acknowledge and accept them. Resentment is a natural emotion when we feel hurt, betrayed, or trapped in undesirable circumstances. However, holding on to resentment only prolongs the pain. By allowing ourselves to feel the emotion fully, we can begin the process of releasing it. Sit with the feeling of resentment and examine where it comes from. What do you feel was taken from you or unfairly imposed on you? Journal about the resentment, expressing your thoughts and emotions. This is a powerful way to release pent-up feelings and gain clarity. Let go of the need to control. Resentment often stems from a desire to control or change others. We may resent someone for behaving in a way we don't approve of, or for being a mirror of traits we find uncomfortable in ourselves. Learning to let go of the need to control others or circumstances is essential for healing. Ask yourself, what is within my control in this situation, and what is beyond my control? Release the attachment to trying to change others or the past. Instead, focus on your own healing and growth. The power of love in healing resentment. Love is the antidote to resentment. When we shift our perspective and choose to approach the situation or person we resent with love and compassion, we open the door to healing. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior or ignoring our boundaries, but it does mean understanding that love is a transformative force that heals wounds, whether they are our own or someone else's. Start by loving yourself through this process. Acknowledge that healing resentment is not an easy task, and be kind to yourself as you navigate your emotions. Self-love helps us to forgive ourselves for carrying the burden of resentment in the first place. When we understand the context of someone's behavior, whether it's a parent or a partner, we can begin to dissolve the anger or contempt we feel. Most people act from a place of fear, hurt, or limitation. The more we understand the struggles and pain behind their actions, the less we fear or resent them. Ask yourself, what pain or fear might this person be carrying that causes them to behave in this way? Replace judgment with empathy. Imagine the challenges the other person may have faced and how that shaped their behavior. Practical steps to overcome fear and resistance. Fear and emotional resistance often underpin feelings of resentment. If we fear being like the parent we resent, or if we resist the changes we need to make to overcome limiting beliefs, the fear can block our ability to heal. Here's how to overcome these blocks. Confront your fears. Fear is often a defense mechanism we use to protect ourselves from perceived harm, but it also keeps us stuck in old patterns. To overcome fear, we must first face it. Identify the source of your fear. What are you afraid of? Becoming like your parent? Not being able to break the cycle? Failing to meet your own expectations? Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen if I let go of this fear? What is the best thing that could happen if I embrace change? Reprogram limiting beliefs. If your fear is rooted in limiting beliefs, such as I'm destined to fail like my parents, or I'm not worthy of love or success, these beliefs need to be addressed and reframed. Use affirmations, visualization, and cognitive restructuring to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Affirmations: I am breaking free from old patterns. I am worthy of love, success, and happiness. Visualization: picture yourself overcoming your fears and living the life you desire, free from resentment and emotional resistance. Embrace the present moment. Often, our fears and resistance come from a place of future worry or past trauma. The present moment is where we have the power to change. Practice mindfulness to bring yourself back to the here and now, where you can release old emotions and limiting beliefs. Take inspired action. Once you've addressed the underlying fears and limiting beliefs, take small, intentional actions that align with your new, empowered mindset. This could mean setting healthy boundaries with family, seeking therapy, or simply forgiving yourself for past mistakes. Ultimately, love is the true panacea for all emotional wounds, including resentment. By understanding the root causes of our emotions, accepting them with compassion, and actively choosing to heal through love and self-awareness, we can dissolve resentment and create healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Whether it's healing ourselves, our families, or the relationships we hold dear, love and compassion will always be the most potent forces for transformation. If you are ready to start this healing journey, consider embracing love, first for yourself, and then for those you may have resented. It's only by understanding and releasing these old wounds that we can truly free ourselves to live more fully and authentically. Discover how to break familiar patterns and epigenetic cycles with our 7-step holistic psychotherapy panacea system. In this video, We explore proven methods to overcome limiting beliefs, transform trauma, and elevate your consciousness for lasting personal growth and emotional freedom. We help clients who are struggling with mindset and subconscious beliefs causing barriers to their success or achieve the results they desire, and heal trauma with powerful steps via proven holistic psychology and mindset practices to operate from higher levels of consciousness. We will also begin to shatter the illusions and beliefs that we formed from that individual so that we can break free from our own barriers. These techniques are also taught in our self-healing Panacea system. If you need additional help working through deeper core issues to save your marriage, transform your health or financial situation, you can book a private one-on-one session or take our Panacea program. Download our free holistic psychotherapy workbook. Look for the link in the description. We also have free training videos on our Turnkey practitioner business in a box. Visit HolisticSchool.Online/programs. Again, check out our Panacea system, which is a step-by-step process to program to recode beliefs and epigenetic patterns, generally from generational influences, to help overcome fear, resistance, and get to the core or root of the problem, unlocking the door to a freer, better life that you have been trying hard to access with the wrong key. To explore more, visit our website at liberatedliving.com/programs. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on parenting and relationships. Stay strong, stay connected. You've got this. Take care and see you next time.